people making a big deal out of something that's probably not going to affect them at all. In fact, somebody could make a case for, getting rid of these duties on kids' bikes based almost purely on let's get more kids on bikes to keep them healthy and get them off their screens, and get them off YouTube or whatever, stuff they're doing online, which is terrible in general. I mean, there's nothing going on the phone that's good for a kid.
Yeah, man. Increase the stuff that has to do with electronics and decrease the
Right.
physical activity type stuff. That, as
Right.
far
And
as tariffs go.
so you take like a RFK Jr., if this guy gets more involved in the government, which sounds like he will be, he might, as a health guy, he might look at that and he might get some inspiration from somebody to make it more affordable for people to import any kind of device or bike or whatever it is that helps kids get outside and exercise.
Yep, that makes
Like
total sense.
that's very possible,
Yeah.
and then these big tariffs, you're going to hit people with these big tariffs, hit people in industries that reasonably could come back to the United States.
Yes.
So, automobiles. Let's talk about automobiles. Let's talk about solar panels. American made solar panels, not Chinese solar panels.
Yeah.
Let's talk real stuff.
Uh,
Like big time stuff that actually could be brought back to the United States, whether it be aircraft or again vehicles, semi.
appliances.
Yeah,
Big.
but there's some stuff. It's like tires. It's difficult for people to build tires in the United States because of the environmental,
Yeah.
impact of making tires. Like, have you ever been in a tire factory?
No, I never have. It's got to
It's
be awful.
it's crazy. I mean, tires are made out of petroleum.
Lowers your life expectancy just going in there.
People that work in tire factories have a shorter life expectancy. It's a fact. But all that stuff used to be made in the United States. Not anymore. I mean, I
Well,
have a BMX bike in my office right here that has a tire on it that was made by Carlisle, which I think was in either Ohio or Pennsylvania.
Carlisle sounds really familiar.
They're still around. They make tires for like tractors and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's why it's familiar because the
But
tractor
I have a
company.
tire, a Carlisle Aggressor, it was called. It was like the most badass tire in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. The Carlisle Aggressor was like the most badass race tire. And I have one on a bike. I'm looking at it right now. Made in, America. When was the last time a BMX tire was made in the United States? That might have been it,
Yeah.
in
Hmm.
the 80s. And that's because making tires is pretty dirty.
Yeah.
But it's not stopping anybody in the United States, environmentalists included, from buying tires for their Tesla.
Or
I've
developing,
never seen a Tesla without tires.
like develop an alternative based
Yeah,
on
like
that.
I don't see anyone driving around Newport Beach with a bamboo tire.
Right.
They're all made out of rubber, which is made out of oil, which is made in a foreign country and is polluting the atmosphere.
Well, it's rules for thee and not for me, right? It's okay. It's
Well, as
okay
long as
when,
it's not being done in your backyard,
yeah,
you don't care.
yeah.
But I'm all for, hey, if we're going to have tires on our Teslas, let's make them here
Figure out a
and try,
way. Yeah,
and try and make them cleaner. Let's make them cleaner, but let's make them here.
yeah.
Just because they're made in, India or China doesn't mean they're not being made. It's all the same atmosphere we're polluting. Doesn't matter if it's over there or here.
Yep.
So this tariff thing isn't going to affect BMX. It's not going to affect, bike prices. Um, if anything, they might even, who knows, get rid of these duties on bike stuff.
Well, let's just hope that things move in a direction where, because bikes are good for your health, that could go away.
I can see it happening, man. Somebody's just got to get in their ear
Yeah.
and just say, listen, these phones are melting kids' brains. Like the shorts, the YouTube, the influencers, the porn, you name it, it's melting people's brains.
You just become a zombie where you're
A
like,
zombie, a full-blown zombie. Get them out of the phone zone and get them on a bike and help the people that are, doing bike stuff or skateboard stuff or I don't know, scuba gear, boogie boards, whatever.
yeah.
Whatever it is, Let's get rid of the tariffs on all that stuff, get these kids outside and get them out of the phone zone.